You told women to choose better, so they did. And then you got upset when that better option wasn't you, when women were no longer sleeping with you. And in your brain, it just does not connect that you could possibly be on the other side of that. So instead, you blame women for your incel status. Then you told women, if you have a high body count, you're a low value woman, you're useless, no one wants to be with you anyway. Okay, cool. So they stopped sleeping with men. And then you called them radical feminists. You asked women why they didn't just leave their abusive relationships, despite history not looking favorably upon women who divorced their husbands anyway. They said okay, and left their abusive relationships in droves because you told them they should. Then all of a sudden it's, 80% of divorce is initiated by the woman. This is bad. We got to stop this. Men are unhappy. Oh no. Won't someone think of the men? You never bothered to ask why those women are divorcing. Because out of the 80% of women initiating said divorces, it's usually due to sexual assault, domestic violence, major stuff. Whereas men, on the other hand, who initiate divorce, it's usually because they no longer feel loved in the relationship, usually because sexual relations are down. They typically have another woman already on hand, ready and waiting for them, for them to come home so they can cook and clean for them and make their pee-pees feel bigger again. Make them feel loved like they want to. Their excuse is usually, she's not the woman I married anymore. Show me a single person who is the exact same they were when they originally got married. No one starts out as the perfect couple. That's the point of marriage. You grow together, you change together to become that perfect, wonderful, loving couple. But for women, that just doesn't happen. Statistics have shown that men fare much better in marriage than women do. Men are happier, live longer, whereas women are typically very unhappy, and their longevity of life take a pretty steep nosedive. You asked women why they don't just dip out of a relationship at the first red flag. We know what they are. We should see them, right? Okay, cool. All right, yeah, we can agree on that. That's something we can agree on, sure. So women started dipping out at the first red flag. But then it was like, you're going to leave over something that small. Why not just give them a second chance? Because second chances usually lead to abuse and death, which is something we're trying to avoid, which is something you say we should avoid, but then get mad at us for actively avoiding. So all of this is just to say, I don't know. I'm going to stop spitting facts here because they're probably wrong coming from a woman's mouth anyway. You big strong men know much better than I do. So this is me asking you to please explain it to me. Explain it in a way a third grader would understand. Draw me a picture. Write it in crayon. Talk to me Barney style. Okay? And tell me from your manly point of view what's going on.